June 30th, 1908. In the frozen heart of Siberia, the day began in silence. The Evenki people who lived in the forests near the Podkamenaya Tunguska River awoke to clear skies and the stillness of summer. But before noon, that peace was shattered. Witnesses described a fireball streaking across the heavens, burning so bright it was said to outshine the sun. Moments later came the shockwave, a thunderous roar like the sky itself was splitting apart. The ground shook, houses collapsed, windows shattered hundreds of miles away. The force was beyond comprehension. In a single instant, over 80 million trees were flattened across an area larger than some nations. Herds of reindeer were thrown to the ground. People as far as Western Europe reported seeing strange glows in the night sky so bright they could read newspapers outdoors at midnight. And yet, despite the scale of the devastation, it would take scientists nearly 2 decades to reach the blast zone. Why?
When you already know the truth, why bother showing up?
Tunguska was no ordinary place. It lay in one of the most inaccessible regions of the world, an endless sea of swamps, rivers, and dense forest. No railways, no roads, no easy passage. By the time Leonid Kulik and his scientific expedition finally arrived in the late 1920s, the scars of the blast still stretched for miles. But the trail of whatever caused it was already cold. What they found puzzled them deeply. Millions of trees, flattened and burned, all radiating outward from a central point. Yet there was no crater, no meteorite fragments, no evidence of an impact at all. Just devastation and silence. The official explanation remains that a comet or asteroid exploded in the atmosphere. A cosmic body, somewhere between 100 and 200 feet wide, disintegrating before it struck the Earth. But almost immediately, doubt crept in. How could something so massive leave no trace? No debris? No crater? That's where the alternative theories begin. Some physicists suggest something extraordinary, a primordial black hole passing through Earth. These tiny black holes, formed in the earliest moments after the Big Bang, are thought to still drift through the cosmos unseen. If one struck our planet, its gravity could ignite the atmosphere in a flash, releasing energy equivalent to thousands of nuclear bombs, before continuing straight through, vanishing into the void of space. No crater, no fragments, nothing but chaos left behind. But others believe the cause was far more human. Around the same time, inventor Nikola Tesla was experimenting with his wireless energy transmission. Tesla himself hinted that his Wardenclyffe Tower could project energy across vast distances. Energy powerful enough to light cities or to destroy them. Some have speculated that Tesla attempted a demonstration on that very day, only to unleash devastation halfway across the globe. Wild? Perhaps, but Tesla's own writings suggest he believed such power was within his grasp. Then there's the theory of secret weapons. Could Tunguska have been the result of early military experimentation? Some point to later Soviet secrecy, suggesting the government may have covered up evidence of something more sinister, something they didn't want the world to know. Others look not to science, but to the stars. Some researchers of extraterrestrial origins suggest that Tunguska was not an accident at all, but a crash, or even the destruction of a craft not from this Earth. Eyewitness reports speak of the sky splitting open, a fiery object descending, and then a blinding explosion. To some, the accounts sound less like a meteor and more like a battle or a detonation of technology beyond our understanding. And still more exotic ideas linger. Mirror matter, a hypothetical twin of our universe made of particles invisible to our instruments. If such a body collided with Earth's atmosphere, the result could be catastrophic, an explosion beyond measure, with no trace left behind. What we do know comes from the people who saw it. Indigenous Evenki hunters spoke of the ground shaking so violently they feared the world itself would end. A farmer miles away recalled being hurled from his chair by the blast. One man described the sky tearing open in a column of fire before the shockwave struck. These testimonies, written down years later, describe not just destruction, but awe and terror. And yet, over a century later, the Tunguska Event remains one of the great mysteries of human history. Scientists continue to argue. Was it cosmic? Was it man-made? Or was it something entirely different? Something our minds can barely comprehend. The truth may never be known. What we can say for certain is this. On that summer day in 1908, the Earth was struck by a force more powerful than any bomb, more mysterious than any weapon, and more haunting than any ordinary explosion. And more than 100 years later, Tunguska still dares us to question everything we think we know about the universe.